All right, I think we're on Twitch now.
I'll double check. Just give me a second.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Relentless Racing League. Um, maybe we'll call that the fortune cookie. I don't know. I got a fortune cookie today that says your luck has been completely changed today. I don't know what that means. We forgot that we were streaming to YouTube once, so I think we should all be good now. But yeah, welcome to the Relentless Racing League. Final race of the Arca season, Arca Championship. Johnny Brug just got the pole, which means he will have a 19-point lead over Josh Clatterbuck. And if Josh was to score the rest of the maximum points, he would have to finish 16th or better to clinch the championship. Johnny Brug would. So, with there only being, it looks like 18 cars that will race tonight, um, basically don't crash lap one, and don't have Clutterbuck win the race, and he's pretty much got the championship wrapped up. We're here with Sam Sundstrom and Isaac helping out in the back. Sam, how you doing?
Good. Looking forward to a great race. Should, as you were saying, for Brug, it's pretty much all wrapped up now, but you still got to focus on not wrecking out.
Yeah,
Just
as long
finishing the
as he
race,
can
and you
just,
pretty much have the championship.
yeah, as long as he can do it, man, as long as he can just get a few extra bonus points, he'll lead that first lap, and that knocks it down another position. So, pretty much just it's going to be tough anyway because even if he was to wreck out lap one and not lead a lap, Clutterbuck would still have to win the race. So not easy, no matter what way you put it.
Definitely not easy, but definitely not impossible either.
Yeah, not impossible for sure. Last guy to put down a time is going to be Nichols, and that'll throw him up to P2. I think he's going to Xfinity next season. So I think he's just doing some practice laps while we wait for everything to get over with because Mike Simone has not clicked the "You're ready to race" button. Should be an exciting race though. We're gonna get ready to grid. So here we go. Here's the starting lineup. Johnny Brug gonna roll off in P number one. It's gonna be John D. Nichols. He's gonna roll off P2. Mathia P3 and Nidek P4. Holman 5 and Mike Weber 6th. Tyler Berry 7th and Guetta 8th. Dwaddle and Pemberton are going to be on the 5th row. Danny Rogers and Juan Velez, they're going to be 11th and 12th. 13 and 14 is going to be Josh Short and Greg Martin. 15th and 16th going to be Pelt and Clatterbuck. 17th and 18th, Phil Brown and Tyler Forsch. Mike Simone rounding out the field if he chooses to race, but admins don't typically run in the final races, so we're going to have an 18 car field tonight. Race info, we're at Charlotte tonight. It's going to be a 1.5 mile cookie cutter, even though it says it's 1.45. Temperature 70 degrees. Clear, 10-mile-an-hour winds. However, it does not say what the track temp is, although I'm going to be pretty convinced it's probably pretty similar. Yeah, 70-degree track temperature. With this race, we're also saying goodbye to this Arca car. From what I'm hearing is that the Arca admins are going to want to switch the car to the new Arca car next season. So we're going to be sending off this Arca car, which has ran since season 1 in the Arca series. It would definitely be a car that I'd like to drive, the new one, but cannot on that day.
This Arca car that's being retired now, it's always a nice one to drive every once in a while in some public races.
Oh yeah, I'll be honest, I like the new one a lot more. The one thing I really like about the Arca car, the new one, is that I feel like it gives you a little bit more leeway on the tires. You can push it a little bit harder to where, like, if you over push this car, it really punishes you. Um, and I'm not
Right.
talking over pushing it like where you're pushing it so hard that, yeah, it's gonna tear up the tires no matter what. I'm just saying giving it a little bit extra, running a little bit harder, doing less saving, because you can get away with doing a little less saving. I realized in the new one compared to this one. So can lead up to some more aggressive racing, which I like to see. Making sure I'm getting steady frames. We are not, actually. That's strange. New lighting definitely looks a little bit interesting, too. Seems a little bit darker than what it was before, would you say?
Yeah, especially I feel like last night too in the Cup race. That Richmond track was dark for quite a while before those lights came on. So it feels like it's just a lot deeper into the race they might start getting a little brighter.
Yeah, maybe just gotta turn
But
up
as
the
you said,
brightness
it's
a
still a
little
little
bit.
dark.
All right, Johnny Brugge leads him down for the final time in this generation of car. He's most likely going to win the championship. Here we go, green flag. Immediately out to the good start goes Johnny Brugge. And all he wants to do is just lead a lap, get that extra bonus point. He'll be pretty secure then. But with the good start, Brendan Mathia, he's going to be going to P3 on the bottom. And, you know, I think the thing will still stay the same at Charlotte, though. We're on the bottom, you know, kind of try to save your right front. And then, oh, one car through the grass. That's, oh, man. And another car is going around. That's going to be the 56 of Andrew Guetta. And I believe that has something to do with the car going through the grass. Ooh.
It looks like the 56 just came down on top of the 64. Maybe the 64 might have bumped into the 56 just a bit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
that's exactly right. That's what caused it.
the 64 to go through the grass. I think the 64 went through just fine. I wonder if he made contact with anybody. Ooh, boy, right on the nose of the 55, just walled him. And, well, there goes Clatterbuck. Gave him a big shot in the rear, too. So, not good news if you're a Clatterbuck fan on winning that championship. I think he's going to have some pretty decent damage on that front. Yeah, nose is all caved in. It's fixable. So he's probably going to want to go down under this caution to take care of that and get that fixed. We're going to go to our
Yeah,
first
for
commercial
sure.
break and be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. All right, back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Some guys got their damage fixed. Johnny Brugge still in the lead. 5 of 100 complete. Can make it about, I'd say, what was it, about 35 laps on a tank? A little less. Got a random NASCAR fact from Jacob. He wants it. What NASCAR fact do we give Mr. Jacob tonight? Make it a Charlotte fact, I'll say. We'll get the restart and then we'll get you your little fact there, Jacob. All right, Johnny Brugge, good restart once again. Just it's kind of a checkup at the front of the pack, which good thing it didn't cause any wreck. But yeah, Johnny did get a good restart. Now onto your little fact there, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, Jimmy Johnson won all his races at Charlotte when it was called Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Interesting.
I'm actually gonna fact check myself here. Because I know he was really good at Charlotte when it was called Lowe's. But I don't think he won any races after they changed the name. He may have won one race, but because it was Lowe's Motor Speedway for a while. They changed that in like the 2010s, didn't they?
Yeah, right now it says 9909 it was named. Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I was taking a quick peek at him. Yeah, I think the only race he won at Charlotte after the change was the 2014 Coke 600. So all of his wins, except for one, were at Lowe's. Only one was at Charlotte. John Nidek going for the lead on Johnny Brugge. And, John Nidek, I'll tell you, man, he doesn't run any officials, just league, right? He was that close to being the Cup champion Season 1 when we ran the Gen 4. And not the Gen 4, the Gen 6. I'll tell you right now, John Nidek, with the new Arca car on the way, this guy is going to be... He's going to be good next season, I think. I think he's going to win some races in this new Arca car. Because it's the closest thing to the Gen 6 that we're going to get. And he was really good in the Gen 6. He did really, really good in the Gen 6. So, look out for John next season to do some good stuff. Ooh, 82 loose on the apron. Comes back up the track and is just fine, but the 2 is all over his bumper. Drew Holman goes in the low end and almost put 4 wide. 3 wide though. Danny Rogers is getting kicked back. Mike Weber on the bottom and Pemberton on top. Yeah, you can make the high side work pretty well. You want to pinch the guy on the bottom so he can't get the run. But after a while, that bottom really does kind of die out, and you're going to have to migrate to the top eventually. How'd it run in Cup when you ran it, Sam?
I don't remember. I don't remember when that race even was. But I do know that, yeah, stick to that low line. Just try to keep your tires fresh.
And you can see almost everybody's on the low line now. So it's just the line that you want to be on in the first half of the run, and yeah, you move up to the high line once it starts getting hard to turn. Almost everybody's in a straight line.
Always like racing here. I
Ooh,
feel
Nichols
like
in the wall. What happened to John Nichols? I was looking at him and he just went up into the wall. Oh, did he get necked?
yeah, looking at it right now, big time. Him in the 2.
He was coming down on the 2, but that shouldn't have hit him like that. Ooh, man, that's rough. And I think he hit the wall again. And he's pulling in the pits. Is he meatballed? No, he's not meatballed, but the damage is really bad. And that's going to put him a lap down at least. Taking tires. But is he going to fix the damage? Or just go? He's out of the car. Yeah, I think he's done today. So if John Nichols doesn't re-enter the race, Johnny Brugge is the champion then. Derek Pemberton to the lead, up 9 spots, tied for highest mover with Danny Rogers. I think Johnny Brugge's just chilling right now. You know, he's like, had a good season. Just chill out tonight, have some fun.
Right, a bit of an anticlimactic end to the season, but
Still wouldn't
ending
break
with
the
a
record.
championship.
Still wouldn't break the record for wins, even if he won tonight. The record for wins, 14, set last year.
14 wins.
Yep, 14
Yeah,
wins in 21 races. Yep.
Gonna be hard to eclipse that record.
Yep. So I think it would still be the second best all time for Johnny. I think he's the second best, either with 9 or 10. I know that truck record is 8, and I think Xfinity is 9. I don't remember what Cup is. Cup's around that area, though, I think. Johnny Brugge still under attack there from the 8 car. And I think Johnny Brugge, maybe he's done saving and it's time to go. Because I'm thinking they got to only have like, what, 15 laps in the car or something like that?
Yeah, after that caution, probably around there.
We'll see who pit. So Peltz, Guetta, Donald, and Martin, they all pit on lap 3. So not a lot of fuel that they could really gain though, so not a lot that they can do. Last lap times 2. Brugge is running the fastest laps at the moment. So as I figured, yeah, he's probably just laying back and saving tire, and maybe he's gonna think, okay, maybe I can push just a little bit harder next stint. But he only has to make up about a second and a third on Nidic, so not too far away.
Anyone can pitch back up. It's definitely him. So plenty of race left as well.
He's coming too. He's just run down Nidic in the last few laps. Brugge is 3/10 quicker right now. See what they pull this time. Oh man, he's just reeling them in.
Made up
And-
half a
and
second
I'll-
on that last lap, I believe.
I'll tell you this too, if I'm gonna guess anything, he's probably gonna take it high right here. But if he sees an opportunity, he'll probably just keep it low. There he goes by the 82. Gonna get on the rear of the 2, and that's the 82 in his bumper. Best thing for John that he'd like to see these 3 do is kind of have Johnny in a position where he's going to get boxed in. But the problem is that they just can't keep up with him.
Yeah, he's just passing him with ease right now.
And I think that with the new Arca car, you're not going to really see things like that. The tire wear, it does not make as much of a difference. You can push a lot harder. You're not going to really see people come from the back, in my opinion, and make up multi-second gaps that quick. Especially in these kind of shorter runs. It's just not going to happen, really. Which I think is going to lead to better racing. Roger's still putting the fight on with Johnny, finally going to get past him. And we should be coming to pit stop soon. Because, like I said, you can make it about 33 or so on fuel. We ran about 4 caution laps, so I'm thinking that we're probably going to pit around 35 about. Probably when you'll see the majority of the field come down pit road. Ooh! Runs up right to Johnny's bumper.
It's getting tight up here in the front.
Yeah, it's getting tight up there, but Johnny still has to make the move. John and John show, but Nidic knows that to hold him off as long as possible, he's just going to have to run the high line. That's going to be the best way to slow him down. And has to give it up and slow down as well on the exit. Going to lose as well to Danny Rogers. Let's check the broadcast chat. See what's going on here. There go Brennan Mathia. Must be hard to watch. What the hell? Okay. Wonder if Isaac's still there. Isaac, you still there?
Yeah, deal with it. Give me a second.
Dealing with what?
The comment.
I wasn't even going to ask you about that. I was just going to ask you because I know you said you was going to miss the car. What do you think of the difference between this and the new car?
Haven't even bought it yet.
Haven't bought it yet.
No, I'm too busy moving right now or getting ready to move.
I'll tell you, it's a blast though. We run some hosteds with the Relentless guys, and yeah, that's the first time I ever beat Johnny Brug really on speed in anything. So I'll take what I can get.
Small win.
Yeah, I guess. Johnny's quick. I'll give him that. He's fast. Okay, Clatterbuck and Wada are going to be down pit road. You tried out both cars, Sam?
No, actually, I haven't. I do want to, though, because I've heard good things.
Oh, trust me. They are, well, good. The only issue I can see is that, I don't know, I feel like this is how NASCAR felt like the 550 package would have ran. But instead, when the 550 package ran, people got really spread out, right? When we ran Charlotte in the new one, it was almost pack racing, you could say. You got to really wait until the tire wear kind of gets in there before it dissipates. And I'll put it this way. It may kind of come back to how the truck used to run in some 1.5 mile tracks, where it would just be very hard to break away from the pack. So we might kind of be getting something like that, where, you know, if you would run in Las Vegas, for example, running in Las Vegas was almost like pack racing. Pemberton down pit road and the 55 Craig Martin down pit road. Mike Weber this time as well. Front guys still haven't pit except for Johnny. Or there's John Nidek and then Johnny Brug. The John and John show tonight. You got 3 Johns in this league. And 5 drivers with a J, so a lot. Matthias down pit road, Tyler Berry down pit road, Phil Brown down pit road. He's going to be a nice addition to the truck series. He's definitely going to be tough, especially on those road courses. And Tyler Forsch down pit road. Definitely looks like he's going for like that Bill Davis kind of look on that truck. Not on that truck, on that car. Kind of reminds you of like a Bill Davis car, huh?
Yeah, I would say so.
Brug down pit road, as well as Danny Rogers, Drew Holman, and Juan Velez. Josh Shorten Peltz is still out there, and Dwaddle. What I'm wondering here is John Nidek, how he's going to come out in comparison to the 4. Brug exits pit road right here, and 3 should be coming into your screen anytime now. And I thought he'd have a lot more space. He's going to run a little bit more off the corner. But Brug is still going to slot in second when all these pit stops are done. And I think he's going to have quite the tire advantage with that being said. Looking at the pit stop time really fast. And Brug and Nidek had very similar pit stop times, so that didn't hurt them. but their pit lap, Nidec was 4 laps sooner. So it's definitely going to show on the track once these tires start to wear out. My Donald jumped to the pits for some reason. I don't know what happened to him. Did escape and might be done too. He's out of the race. Martin going to be 1 lap down. Pelt's in the pits. Coming out of the pits, so he's going to be our last stopper on lap 42. So I think that everyone should be able to make it on one more stop. Ooh, don't get loose there, bud. I'm a little bit worried about those guys stopping on 34, though. Let's hope that they can make it without saving. Race looks exciting, yeah. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How do you like the new coupe? I'll tell you, that thing's rough. Not easy. It's especially if you're used to driving the old one. Definitely feels a whole lot different. Hello, Zach. What you talking about, Hickory? Everything's gotten pretty spread out, but not for the 6th spot. Weber and Kleiderbach. Kleiderbach's up 9 tonight. Even with his damage, still running really, really well. As they go past the lap car of the 55, Mike Weber leads Kleiderbach. Fortunately, though,
back up.
Yeah, and unfortunately for us, no one's really close to each other. Everyone's pretty spread out. Pemberton he pit earlier too. Yeah, Brugg was the latest to pit, except for Short and Velez. So he's got some of the most fresh tires. I think it's only a matter of time, and it's going to be real hard for John to fight him off. 4 laps away, that's a lot.
Already shaved off about a second and a half in the past 3 laps or so.
And you got to think about this too. I mean, we're probably not going to see pit stops again for another 20 laps. And Brugg already being fast, it's just gonna. I think it's gonna extend his lead. He's going for that 10th win. Gonna try high this time, and honestly, I don't see it really being any problem. But Pemberton as well. He might be able to get John. However, I think John will still be looking pretty good.
Made it look way too easy there on that pass. Nice and smooth.
It is easy though. He has
around him.
so much better tires.
Oh yeah. One thing to have the equipment like the fresher tires, but it's another to execute it correctly.
Yeah,
Which
Johnny
I'm sure
Brugge wants
he's-
to leave with 2 trophies tonight, not just the one for the race. Getting some action here in P9 and P10. Bill Brown and Drew Holman, I think, about to get it interesting with a lap car up high. You also have Barry and Velez battling just behind them. 3 wide with the lap car, almost. Velez goes high to go around Barry. Maybe a little bit of aero push from the 55. Ooh. Bill Brown got around the 6. I think the 6 got loose. Oh, 6 took damage. I think the 6 may hit the wall. Les goes for a peek under Holman. Doesn't work. By the way, update on 3rd place. Nidex now in the 4th with a pass from Mattia. And Juan Velez can't really get up to him yet. Still the best battle on the track, though.
Yeah, a little too spread out for entertainment's sake.
Yeah, you get that sometimes. Here comes Les under the 6. And he should be able to get Drew Holman, I think. I mean, he's damaged, so there you go. Right under him, and gonna try to cross him back, but doesn't look like it's gonna work. Pemberton under fire from Mattia. Mattia going to take the spot away from Derek Pemberton, who moves in the 3rd. Bill Brown, Clatterbuck. Ooh, Clatterbuck in the wall. Just gave it a little bit of a scrape, but yeah, that aero damage definitely isn't helping him. Well, we're just past halfway, so we'll go to our other commercial. We'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network.
SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm.
All right, on board with John Nidek. 5th place right now, doing quite well for himself, I'd say. Trying to get around the 82 of Pemberton, had to really let out the throttle there. Oh, caution's out. And it's Guetta, I think. I think that's the caution. Something happened way before that, though, I think, to cause him to be that much out of shape.
I think that's all that brought it out. Because going back a few laps,
He looked fine, though, when we were...
I suppose that could bring out a caution.
That's why I thought his wheel was broken. I guess he thought he had to go to... He's trying to pit, and then... Yeah, I
Just
guess that
lost it a
caused a
little
caution.
bit. Could have been
All right,
one.
well, now it's interesting. Take away the advantage that Brugge had, and good thing John got that pass because that gave him an extra spot. Everybody going to be down pit road this time. Doubt anybody's going to stay out. Craig Martin going to get his wave around and big pit stop. I think we're going to have to, we're going to be on the razor's edge of making it as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of guys maybe come back down for more fuel. It's going to be on the edge of making it. I'll put it that way, because yeah, we saw someone run 41 laps, but I bet they did pit on that lap 3. But we also ran caution laps. They may have saved a little too. And I think I'm going to ask John Nidek real fast if he can make it, so I'll be right back. John?
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good so far.
All right. Is this the last pit stop of the race, or do you think you're going to have to come back down?
I think there's gonna be one more, to be honest with you.
Do you think you're on the razor's edge of making it?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very, very close. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we were riding on board with you when caution came out, so you make the pass on Pemberton, so that's going to help you get an extra spot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I am having a wonderful time right now. This is a lot of fun.
All right, well, good luck in the rest of the race, and we'll see what you can do. Hopefully you can bring home the win for the team. That would be something else.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna see what I can do. Hopefully I can get this thing to the end in one piece.
Hopefully. All right, have a good one. Good luck.
See you, bud.
All right, gotta cheer on your team while you can. So yeah, John says that you can. Not sure if he's gonna make it or not. So I believe if you fuel save a bit, you should be able to make it. I didn't see anyone else dip down on pit road. I'll check really fast. Yeah, so no one came in again. So it's going to be really, really close. Because I think some fuel savings going to have to be involved. And if you fuel save enough and a caution doesn't come out, you're probably going to win the race. I don't think they'll be able to run this full stint under green without fuel saving. We're going to have 35 laps to go this time by, so here goes Johnny Brugge. Uh-oh, and there we might have a penalty for the 2. Danny Rogers, we'll look at it real quick, but looks like he may have made a pass under the line before the green flag came out. We'll get back to it in just a second. Just want to see how everything shapes out on this restart. Brugge went up. Ooh, that was Nidikin up into the wall. Luckily for him, didn't have any damage though. Alright, let's look at what happened to Danny Rogers.
Looking at the replay, it looks like he just started to drift
Oh
under
yeah, he cheated the
37 there.
restart good. He can't do that. And I would not be surprised if that would be a penalty. We'll check the chat. He has not gotten a penalty yet. The rule is a little bit different than how it is in officials. In officials, the rule is you cannot make the pass before the line. Here he comes in for his penalty. Yeah, you cannot make the pass before the line in officials. In this series, you're not allowed to pull out until the line. Unless, of course, you're avoiding an accident. So that might put Danny Rogers out of contention. Drive-through penalty for the 2. If I was him, if they would allow, I would have stopped for fuel. If I would not be able to make it. Here he comes off pit road, and he may have gotten a black for an illegal exit. Yes, he did. Illegal exit on the 2 now. And I saw him mic up. He might be asking for it to be cleared. And that might just push him right out of contention. Oh my goodness, that's like Carl Edwards in the Clash a long time ago. Come down for a penalty and then he has a speeding penalty or something like that. So Brugge kind of falling back, trying to save tires. Mathia to the lead. Pemberton second, Brugge third, Short fourth, and Nidick fifth. We're going to be having Short blink out for a second.
Looking at the replay of Rogers coming out of pit exit, looks like his right tires just barely raced over that apron line, and he gave him that penalty just before the blue line there to exit.
He's coming in again. Opt again. And he's going to be a lap down now. Going to need the lucky dog at this point. I don't know what the penalty is for that, but I think it might be a hold. If he goes 2 laps down, he's out of the race. He is out of pit lane, so
It looks like it was just passed through. Let's
Will
see if he
remain
keeps
one
it
lap
under
down.
the line here.
Pemberton in the lead.
Good that time to me.
Court and Mathia follow. Nidek has fallen all the way back to 7th place. I have a feeling he might be saving fuel. Let's take a look on board with the 3. No, he's not saving fuel. There is a thing that we can do to check, though. Let's see the top speeds. I believe it updates every lap. That it is. So Nidek, he's still running quick, so if he was saving, he'd definitely be going a little bit slower, like Barry is on. I think that Barry might be saving? I don't know. I'm trying to think of who is saving. Craig Martin's a slow because of his damage. But considering the fact that nobody is saving, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that they can make it. Or that they're so far away from making it that they feel they can't make it, even if they save. You did get your fact, Jacob. Your fact was that Jimmy Johnson won all his races at Charlotte Motor Speedway, except for one, when it was called Lowe's Motor Speedway. Watch the 8 on board. Okay. I'll tell you, that's the one thing I'm kind of glad they got rid of, though, with the new car. Where... Oh, he's fuel saving here. Okay. But yeah, I'm glad that they kind of got rid of the thing where when you're driving this car, people just are steering it like a millimeter. Was never a fan of driving a car like that. 6 and 7. And Peltz is still going, but he's far off the pace. What happened to Drew? Drew crashed.
I heard him in the 7 talking in the race chat.
Ooh, he popped. Ooh. I don't know if that was intentional. Definitely a little bit reckless. I don't see anything that would have really led up to it, so I guess it was an accident. We'll speed back up to where it happened. Oh yeah, that was an accident. Oh yeah. Just overdrove it a bit and popped old Drew Holman. So with 18 laps to go, Brugge, I mean, right on the rear of Pemberton, and I'm very interested to see what happens if this goes green, because I could have no idea who's going to win this race. 1 through 3 nose to tail. And, you know, take advantage of the draft, I suppose. It'll give you a little extra fuel. Kind of pull you down the back straightaway. We already know the champion. It's going to be Johnny Brugge, but who will win the race? With the fuel saving that I saw, it could be Mathia. That would not be a bad choice. But it's going to be real crazy because here's the thing. Like, if you can't make it, you have two options, right? Do you take tires now, maybe, and hope that you can outrun anybody who takes fuel? Maybe. That'd be a strategy if you're farther back with no chance of winning. But, I don't know.
Seems like Bruce was trying his best to run away with this one.
Yeah. Last lap times were 31.2. Best is 33, so we've fallen off a second off of the best times. I just don't know if Brugge's going to win this. Let's see if he's doing anything on board. Nothing with Johnny. Let's look at Mathia coming by this time. And if he's done saving, he must feel like he's good. Maybe Josh Short? Give us some answers, or John Neidick, maybe? No one's really saving, so I think everyone at this point is committed to whatever they got. We'll know in about 5 minutes who has what. Sam, you think anyone saved enough?
The way they're fighting up at the front, it seems as though they might just try to take it all the way to the end. Matthias creeping up on Bruce here.
I don't even know if you'll get this fight because you got a big fight in the back right now between about 5 different cars. If you can't make it, you'd love to see these guys wreck, and you might get one. The 31 in the wall. Oh boy, there goes the 99.
Yep, there we go.
And will the caution come out? No, no caution yet. 99 still on the wall. Oh man, they are lucky.
No caution there, but caution on that single car wreck heading into pit lane earlier.
I guess it's just because they hadn't fully stopped. Bill Brown into the wall. Neidick goes by, so Neidick must have figured something out with tire saving recently. Still 4.5 off the leader. Last lap times. Not be right, I don't think, so we'll let them come across the line again to get our answer. Velez down pit lane. So yeah, Neidick still 3/10 off the leader. Should be able to reel in short though. Don't know about Pemberton though. Brendan only saving in turn 3. Let's take a look at Brendan Mathia. Not on the clutch right now, so he's either good or too far gone. Nyack just got around short. Butterbuck and Barry going at it. I mean, any of these guys in the rear, if you know anything with cautions at the end, it's never a guy up front that typically wrecks. It's typically some guys that are a little further back. It's just how it works in NASCAR. Why wreck for the lead when you can wreck for 10th or 20th? Right. Bill Brown, Josh Short, still going at it. Gap up to a second almost for the leaders. Would not be short of the longest run of the day. But earlier, when we were looking here, you know, Brugge ran 38 laps. And that was with a caution flag. So it's going to be close, I'll tell you that. He's got a pretty big lead over the top 3. With 2 laps to go, no one down the pit road yet, so I'm thinking that they'll be able to make it.
I don't think anyone will be pitting now.
Not unless, of course, you can't make it to the line. White flag this time, 1 lap to go. Mathia was saving, but Brugge able to save and get speed. Got a 1.74 second gap. Brugge off the final turn can coast from here. Johnny Brugge wins his 10th race of the season and the championship. He's now a 2-time champion in Relentless. Won trucks. Now he wins Arca. And it sounds like it's starting to sputter now. The fireworks go off in the background as Johnny Brugge gonna fly on by. And if he's got anything left in the tank, well, I think he's gonna burn it down right here. He's still got some left in the tank, so he's doing his little victory lap, so guess they had more fuel than what we thought.
Maybe he'll go until he's completely out.
Johnny Brug is the champion. Let's get some interviews. You want to drag Pemberton, Mr. Isaac? Derek, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good myself, sir.
All right. Well, you were running pretty well today. Got up toward the front a couple of times. Just how'd your race go? You were fighting up in front for most of the race.
Well, I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, from where we came from in practice, walking away with the third place tonight is a very big surprise. I think we maybe snuck into the top 10 right at the very end of practice. So, yeah, that caution right there at the end kind of made the ending of this race kind of interesting. I know we actually had Todd up on the box tonight. He was sitting there crunching numbers about that whole last run, telling me I was good, telling me I'm short, telling me I'm good, telling me I'm short, and just Chapman up in the spotter stand, just kind of watching how everyone else is saving and everything else. It just made that last run really crazy, but we just didn't have enough for the 4 and the 8 tonight. I mean, they were both quick all night, so we'll take this third place and take it to the. I mean, with it being the end of the season, it's a great way to end the season.
Yeah, good for season for you. What are you running next season?
My team's trying to get me up in the trucks, and that's where I'm planning on being. So ready to get up there with Joe Pritchett, Adam Chapman, and Todd Chase, and hopefully win us a team championship next year. That's the goal. That's what we want to do. We're tired of finishing second in the team championship. So that's
Well,
that's the goal for next year.
well, hopefully you guys put on a good fight with us. I know you're going to be joining up a pretty good team, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think we'll have a good fight with you guys next season. That should be fun.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Sam, you got anything for Derek?
No, just want to say great race tonight. Good fight, going from 10th to 3rd.
Yes, sir.
What do you got for shout-outs?
Of course, got to thank everyone. Trackside Racing, Adam Chapman, Todd Chase, Joe Pritchett. Of course, got to thank everyone over here at Relentless. Put on a pretty great Arca League. Of course, also, they put on a great league for all four. If you're interested in joining the league, I would definitely recommend joining this league in any way you possibly can. These guys are awesome over here. So, but yeah, thanks to everyone who showed up tonight. Congrats. I'm pretty sure Johnny won the championship. I don't think that was
He
really
did.
within question, but congrats to Johnny. I mean, the hell of a wheel man. Pretty much kicked my butt every time I got in the race with him. So he deserves it. So, but yeah, thank y'all for the broadcast and go Vols.
All right. Got to ask someone they're going to get the Back in the Game podcast back going up.
Oh, I'll try to get my show back up and going. Don't you worry.
Oh, that's your show, the Back in the Game podcast?
Oh yes, that's gonna start an argument whenever I get back over here in my team chat. But yeah.
Yeah, I did that one time. That was a lot of fun when we did it. You weren't there though.
Yeah, I don't think I was. It's been a while since I got into it, but I'd love to get back into it.
All right. Well, hey, it was cool to have him as a sponsor of the trucks. But all right, you have a good night, good finish, and hopefully we'll see you in trucks next season.
Alrighty, yes sir. Thank you. We'll see you then.
All right, let's get Brendan Mathia up here, Isaac. Mathia, thought
Yes,
that
sir.
maybe you would have stolen something with fuel, because we saw that you were saving. But how'd that last stint go?
Yeah, I think I oversaved a little bit. He kind of pushed sooner than I did, and once he gets out in front with everything clean track in front of him, he's gonna be hard to run down with the tire saving capabilities he has. So I definitely should have went sooner and passed those guys earlier, and then try to get a little bit of a lead. But yeah, it was really.
Uh-oh. You're lagging there, buddy.
I'm lagging.
You're fine now. But yeah,
Oh,
what were you
okay.
saying?
Oh, I was just saying I should have pushed sooner. I oversaved, but I didn't want to run out of fuel. So, but he pushed sooner, and once he got clean track, I was screwed. So,
What'd you have at the end?
about a lap. I
Yeah,
should've-
fair enough. But hey, still put on a real good show. It was a good race for you, man. Where are you heading next season?
I don't know. I think I kind of like the new Arca car that they just rolled out. I was gonna
Yeah,
run
that thing's a
trucks,
blast.
but yeah, I think the trucks, it's more like follow the leader. So I don't know that I really like that. I feel like the new Arca car is gonna still take some skill and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean I like the Arca car at least on the 1.5 mile. It's better than the truck, I'd say.
yeah, for sure, for
But
sure. It's just way more fun to drive too.
I'll tell you, in the officials, the pack racing's it's sketchy, but it's fun.
Oh yeah, I bet, I bet.
What do you got for shout outs, man?
Yeah, you guys for the broadcast. I'm sure it was great. Always is. And then all my teammates that didn't make it tonight, Alan and Riley, but they are watching. So shout out to them. My dad for watching, and just everyone that puts this league on, and Brug for getting it done tonight.
All right, all right. Well, good job tonight, and we'll see you next season.
Awesome, thank you.
Time for the champ, Johnny Brug.
How's it going, boys?
Going good. How are you? Double champ in Relentless, one in Truck, one in Arca.
Feels good. I want to say I might have one in Arca before too. I don't know. I don't know if I got a truck champ. I think I have an Arca champ.
Oh my goodness, you gotta
I don't
remember
know.
these things, man.
Either way, it feels good. I wanted to
You won
go
Truck
out on
season
top.
3.
Oh, let me
I
see
know,
what.
because you were whooping our butts in season 3.
Okay, yeah, it was trucks. It was trucks. But yeah, no, it feels good. I wanted to go out on top tonight. I always try to go out on top, no matter the circumstance, and got it done. And I'm looking forward to moving on to Cup and racing with those boys next season. Gonna see a few familiar faces that I've ran against already, whether it be in the truck series last time or in just the hosted fun races. But yeah, looking forward to it.
You look good in the Cup car in the All Star race. How do you think you're gonna do in Cup? What's the goal? Championship?
Always shooting for a championship, but I think it's gonna be a tough field. A lot of good guys up in that series. A lot of smart racers. Um, it is going to be an adjustment getting used to stage racing and then the playoff format. So that should be a challenge, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, hey, good job. We'll look forward to see what you can do in Cup. Been going good here for a while. So, what do you got for shout outs?
Yeah, first and foremost, want to shout out my team, Vendetta Sim Sports, and those guys. Those guys are awesome. Like I said, looking forward to running with the boys in Vendetta for the Cup season. And then I want to shout out the league admins and everyone who puts this league together and brings us all together every week. They have a ton of series now, and I'm sure it's a lot of work. So definitely appreciate it. And I want to thank you guys up in the booth for putting the show on every race. So I'm looking forward to watching it back.
All right. Well, congratulations. Good job on the championship. Didn't break the Arco record though for wins though. That's 14. So that's a tough one to eclipse, I'd say. But
Yeah,
hey, second
that's
best on
pretty
that's
insane.
not too bad.
Who has the 14? Is it you?
That's Dobbs.
Ah.
I appreciate you thinking it was me though. I only ran Arca one season.
I wasn't sure. I know. I'm pretty sure you're the winningest driver in the league.
Yeah,
You are or Angel. I don't know.
Angel's most winningest in Cup. I know that.
I think you might have the total over the league.
Yeah, but
I looked at it like a couple months ago. I thought I saw your name up there at the top.
yeah, it'd be cool if I could move up. Just can't. But it is what it is. But hey, good job to you tonight, and can't wait to see what you can do in Cup. I think we'll be looking to see some good things from you, considering what you did in the All Star, and it's what you do on a weekly basis. I think that Cup should be pretty good for you.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe. Looking forward to it, and yeah, hope to see you guys in some. I assume we'll do some fun races before the next season starts. So
Maybe you gotta do a bet with Matt Forns. Battle of the mustaches.
yeah, but if that bet requires one to shave off the mustache if they lose. I'm not doing it.
That changed, I think. Maybe you got to put maybe you just bet one race, be like, hey, whoever finishes better in this race, the next race, you got to put the other person's face on their car.
I'll do that. And yeah, Matt actually said I think he did say he was going to shave after his championship race. He was letting it grow out for the playoffs. So
Well, hey, we got a month break. Maybe let them grow it out a little bit, and then y'all can snap some pictures and put a wager on it for a cup race one day, huh?
sounds good.
All right.
I'm down for it.
All right. Have a good night, man. Good run. It's always cool to watch you, and we'll see you in about I don't know, about a couple weeks to
See you next
start it
season.
all over again. All
All
right.
right, thanks. Bye.
Goodbye. Um. All right. Well, that was the Arca season. It was a good season. Isaac, you were here for most of the races in the Arca season, weren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to ask you, you had any final summaries on the Arca season?
Yeah, Johnny Brooks, stay your ass out of cup. I don't want you up there.
Well,
we
he's
already got
coming
enough
up.
people. We already got enough people kicking our ass every week. We don't need you up there.
If you want, we can give you a truck seat.
Yeah, please. I still owe you one from Watkins Glen a couple seasons ago.
No.
Yes. I still haven't got. You still haven't got the receipt from that yet.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I don't let that one go, Mister. That was lap one. Come on now. But no, these Arca guys. I mean, it was kind of a sluggish season, and then once we got numbers up there, still put on good racing. I'm hoping this new car doesn't produce caution fest.
it will. It will in the start.
I'm hoping not.
Because I'm gonna tell you this.
It should be interesting also as next season goes on, seeing who starts getting the hang of the Arca car and who starts getting a little bit more better finishes. Because everyone's really going into next season in a couple weeks, really with little to no experience in these cars. I mean, unless you're just running B class Arca races all day, every day. I mean, your experience in these cars is little to none. So
I'm gonna say
should be
this,
interesting.
in my opinion. The people who are going to excel, I think, early, are obviously going to be the ones that practice. But I think the ones that will have previous experience that will work well is going to be people that have experience driving tighter cars, because the Arca car is pretty tight. Have experience with the Gen 6, I think is going to help as well. Um, the Gen 6 is the closest that we have to that car. So if you have experience running the Gen 6, it's going to help you a lot. You could maybe lump in, if you've driven the SRX, that may not be a terrible one, but not a lot of people drive that. But I think the Gen 6 and maybe the old
Well,
truck.
no one drives SRXs. iRacing have these setups that make them handle like a damn tank. Like
I mean, hey,
they're
I
so
drove
bad.
I drove a league with the SRX. It was fun. It was
Oh,
fun.
that's so. Joe, you're just a certain type of special.
But I'll tell you this, like, people that have experience with tight cars, it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to tell you this too. You can the tire wear is nothing like it's compared to this car. If you upset the tires on this car, you're in for a not a fun run until you get those tires taken off. This one, it's planted. You can abuse the tires a little bit. Um, you know, I'll put it this way: 5% wear in this car is worth tenths. I think 5% wear in the new car isn't going to be worth as much. So you got to keep that in mind too when it comes to pit stops and whatnot. And I'll tell you, it may be a caution fest a couple of times because on the 1.5 milers especially, it is pretty pack racy. We can see this in officials at Charlotte, where it is hard to break away in the start. But I think once people get used to it, I think we'll be okay. So, yeah, sure, the first race may be a bit rough, but you know, it happens every season. the start of the season, it's rough, but it cleans up after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun race to broadcast, though. Glad to fill in tonight. We will be back in a couple weeks for the start of next season. Schedules are yet to be released, but
I think April 14th will be the first race back, and I'll be Xfinity at Daytona.
there we go.
And the duels will be the week prior, but we don't broadcast duels, so
we
first race back should be April 14th. So,
Well, all right. There you go. Enjoy the break to all the drivers, and we'll be looking forward to see all the new faces, all the new schemes, all the new numbers for all the new series. And yeah, we'll have all the broadcast lineups figured out as well. Good night, everybody.
Yep.
This is Southern Broadcast Race Network with Sam Sundstrom and Isaac Wilson. We will see you in about 3 weeks or so. Good night, everybody. Johnny Brugge is the champion.